Morning, friends. Time for Beans and Business. Thanks for tuning in this morning. It is Thursday, April 27th, 2023. My name is Nicholas James Thomasma, and I am fresh home from the Earthwork Music Spring Tour 2023. Holy moly, you guys. Tour. Oh my God, tour was incredible. Tour was absolutely amazing. The Earthwork crew, there's like 23 different artists on Earthwork Music, but 18 of us went out on tour together. So if you can imagine 18 artists in 5 cities over the course of 5 days, roughly 600 miles driven. There was actually over 20 of us and a baby in our crew. And it's no small miracle that we were able to pull this whole thing off. And going on tour, as it turns out, is a lot of work for a lot of people and a lot of responsibilities that you just don't really think about when you're traveling around, by yourself. I travel mostly by myself. And so we learned a lot. We learned a lot this time around. And one of the big things is that I was part of the booking committee. And so in my mind, I was thinking we would help book the shows and then turn it over and that would be that. But the reality is that because I booked the shows and I helped book the shows, I had a better understanding of the relationships that we had with the venues. And I knew when we had to be there, what time our sound check was. So I just kind of fell into this tour manager role. And it was absolutely essential. It was just essential to have somebody who knows what's going on and knows what the plan is. That's not like I'm in charge of everything. It's more like when people come up to me and say, hey, where am I staying tonight? I say, you need to talk to this person. So we would have a lodging coordinator. We'd have a merchandise coordinator. We have a food coordinator, because 18 people, man, we got to eat. We learned that as well. If we don't have food backstage, we turn into a pack of wolves. And so it's essential to have food backstage. And then on top of that, there needs to be someone who's in charge of the stage plot and set list and run the sound checks. Like a stagehand sort of sound check liaison or whatever, because sound checks with 18 people were nuts. So now, since we've done the tour, I know now better of what types of roles need to be filled and what we should be asking of people when we go on tour. And another thing I learned is, like, just because somebody says that they would do something doesn't mean that they're the best person for the job. And so maybe somebody said they would do something, but then I could see that somebody else was like helping them do that. So now I'm going to have these people work as teams. We learned so much on the Earthwork tour, and we played to mostly full houses. 70 to 80% of the seats were sold and filled. And so the tour was a complete and total success. We're still running the financial numbers, but as you can imagine, with 18 people on tour, there's a lot of money to be split a lot of different ways. So it's taken some time to tally up all the numbers and get all that finished up. But we did it. We did it. 18 artists, 5 cities, 561 miles, 5 different venues, 7 different sound engineers. The numbers go on and on and on, but it was quite the production, and I'm proud to be back from tour, and I'm proud to be a member of the Earthwork Music Collective. If you're not familiar with Earthwork, it kind of functions like a record label, but it's not. It's an artist collaborative, an artist collective. And so it's no small miracle that we made it on this tour. We're already talking about the next tour as well. So if you were interested, if you missed the show, you want to see it, you might get another chance in the fall. And if you're interested in having the Earthwork tour come to your town, let me know. We'll see you next time on Beans and Business.